and we've got, at long last, the amazing Baines on. How you doing?
All right, Kirk. All good.
Yeah.
All good. Thanks for having us. Cheers, man.
No worries, man. And yeah, we're liking your music. I've got a track that we'll play in a bit. Loving the accent as well. I do like an Irish twang. And I think people lost their minds at the start of the show because we started off with the Z cars, didn't we?
Yeah, it was great, Kirk. Great choice.
Did you like that?
Yeah, great choice. It is madness, though. You do know that, yeah.
Mate, there's a very fine line between genius and insanity, and I tell you
Yeah,
what, I teeter all up across the two very
yeah.
often. But it's the only way to be. It's the only way to be.
Yeah, no, we loved it. We loved it. Everton, obviously close to our heart. So, yeah, lovely, nice one.
Yeah, and what we really like, and that's why we create this show, is the scene, the indie scene at the minute, that you're over in Ireland, right? And you're supporting bands that are in sunny Bolton, and you're like, that's mental, and it's amazing, and that's why I want to create this show. We want to create something that not just showcases you guys, but other people like you, and be a vehicle for people to consume and get to know you. That's what we want.
Yeah, it's brilliant, Kirk. I mean, when we released our first single, like This Forever, what was that? Maybe 8 months ago or 9 months or something like this. And, we didn't really know what to expect. But we just found that through Twitter, you know what I mean? The online community there and people helping each other, bands helping each other, and no animosity, no, this, if you want to be in a competition, join back with the bands, isn't it? Or something like that. But we love it, you know what I mean? As you mentioned, Bolton there, the Shed Project and Roy there, they've been a great help to us since the start, Top man Roy is. Looking forward to their debut album, I think at the end of next month, if I'm right.
Yeah.
But there's just so many great bands really around at the minute, isn't there, Kirk? So it's great to have shows like this, as well, to give us a boost.
Yeah, well, it needs to come. Needs to come together, and it needs something. So we're playing our bit by trying to bring them together. The more people that get on board with it, because there's still the barriers to entry in on the mainstream. So let's create our own thing somewhere else, and we're going to create our thing here and see what happens. And I've had some information sent to me here. Brilliant! I tell you what, we're brilliant having behind the scene team here. It says the Baines at Everton Mad, which we know. That's why we played Z Cars at the start of the show. So the band is named after a player, isn't it? Is that what it's...
Yeah, that's right. Kirk's named after Leighton Baines. He was left back for Everton, probably our best ever left back, I'd say. Played for years, and the other side of it then is we loved his personality, Kirk. He wasn't really one of these, showy modern footballers that you might get.
Yeah.
And he's also big into his indie music and all that, and he's always at festivals and different, stuff like this. So we just kind of liked his vibe, I suppose you could say, or whatever. So
yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Coupled with being a good player and that, and yeah, we just thought we'd go with that.
Excellent. And you've got an EP coming out, I believe, in shortly. Is that right?
EP shortly. There'll be another single, Kirk, I'd say in possibly 3 weeks.
Right.
Yeah, so that's coming, and we're tipping away at the EP in the meantime. Do you know what I mean? So there'll be 2 more singles as well after the one that's coming in 3 weeks.
Excellent.
And then the EP will be ready then. So yeah, we shouldn't be waiting too long. We're working hard at it.
Well, we're gonna showcase them, so please make sure we get them. We have got an artist submission for anyone that's listening or watching. If you're an up and coming band, go to DuggystoneRadio.com/artist. Upload your music there, because you can give us loads of information. So anyway, I'm sure you'll send it to us. And you're doing a bit of a tour, eh? Dublin, Edinburgh, and Aberdeen. Is that right?
Ooh, it's the first I heard of it.
Oh, right, okay. Working gigs coming up, Dublin, Edinburgh and Aberdeen. That's what's I've been told. Oh, false information.
Ooh.
Right, if you're in Dublin, Edinburgh or Aberdeen, then I believe you don't know it yet, but you're getting the Baines on.
Do you know something, Roy? Sorry, Kirk, that sounds familiar. It sounds like the Skylights tour to me. But I wouldn't mind going on it, you know.
Well, anyway, that's what I've been told. So if it's misinformation, we might be like the Simpsons. We might be predicting the future of what's
Also,
happening.
hopefully,
Do you know what I mean?
hopefully.
Anyway,
No, look, after the EP and that, you know, Kirk, we're just so busy with that at the minute. But after
cool.
that, then we can get out and about, you know. So
Cool.
yeah, and hopefully England too, you know.
And this might be false information as well, but we'll rock with it even if it's false. So was your single played at Goodison Park then, half time?
Yeah, that's true. All right, Kirk. Yeah, the club got in touch with us last week and they wanted to play it at half time. So, I mean, we were just like, this is mad, you know what I mean? So, yeah, there's a lot of people. Obviously, we weren't there ourselves, but there's a lot of people there that recorded it for us and sent it back to us, you know, on Twitter and that. And yeah, it was just amazing, Roy. Or Kirk, I keep calling you Roy. Sorry, man. But yeah, it was unbelievable for us because it's a place we've been going to since we were young. You know what I mean? So, great reaction to it too.
That's amazing. My brother-in-law is a massive Everton fan. His wife's Liverpool, and the rest of her family Liverpool. So he's sat there in this with his sea of red, and he's a bit of blue.
He's just in the corner. He's in the corner of misery, is
he? Rocking in the corner. See, I don't do sports of anything really, but I used to, if I'm pushed, I'm a Man City fan, so that's quite absolutely played it against Man City.
Yeah. That's it.
So how do you know Roy from the Shed Project then?
Yeah, we got in touch with him, Kirk, early on, you know, when we were just sort of starting out and that. And, you know, I was following the Shed Project and various other bands. And I just liked what they were doing. I liked the message that they were sending out and stuff, you know what I mean? In terms of supporting other bands and things like this. So I just got in touch with him. Didn't even know if he'd reply, but he's done far more than a reply. You know, he's been a huge help to us. Really, really nice man, and certainly wish them all the best. You know what I mean, going forward.
I do is what I like, and this is about you, but what I like about them and some of the other bands, they're doing it. They're passionate about what they're doing. They're doing it because they love it. They're not seeing Roy's. What I took from Roy was he's doing it because he loves the genre, he loves producing music, and they've give back. They've done some charity work, and for me, he's not in it for the cash. He's in it for something more, which I think is inspiring, and I absolutely love him for that.
Yeah, it's brilliant, Kirk. I mean, look, they're making good music too, you know, as well, and you know, absolutely, and like for us, I mean, we started off just myself and Cormac Sheeran, the two of us, and you know, we write the songs as we still do. We must have 35 written now, you know what I mean, that we'd be confident about putting out there. But for us, it's the process, you know what I mean, starting at the start and then eventually getting it done and getting the studio and all that type of stuff. It's just, you just enjoy the whole thing, you know. Yeah. We haven't made a penny from it, and we don't care. You know what I mean? So,
man. Not only have I not made a penny from this, it's cost me a fortune. But
exactly, that's it. Exactly. But look,
one day, man.
But it's so good, isn't it? It's your passion as well, isn't it, Kirk? So you know, it's worth it, and you get that good feeling from it.
Yeah, this is part of the stuff that I like. I like doing the interviews, I like getting to know people, understanding them. I love listening to the music and new sounds. But when you get to speak to someone, I think it adds another dimension to it. And that's why it's worth doing these minis, because someone might come across it, listen to it and go, actually, well, I like this. Let's go and find a bit more. And I'm going to play your track in a minute.
Nice one.
The latest one, Bring It Up. That's the latest one, isn't it? Yeah, that's what we're going to play in a minute. But before you go, well, we'll have a little more of a chat. We'll try to get jingles from everyone. We've got them from the Shed Project and everything. We've got them all here, like this. Let's have a listen to this. This is Roy.
Hi, Roy, from the Shed Project, from Sonny Bolton. You're listening to DuggystoneRadio. Nice one.
Nice one. So, I want you to do something like that. So, if you can just say, this is the Baines, and you're listening, whatever you want to do, and you're listening to Duggystone.
No problem, man.
Go.
Hello, this is Kevin from the Baines, and you're listening to the great DuggystoneRadio.
Perfect. I'll get our jingle guy on that now, and he'll do his magic, and that'll appear on some of the future shows. But it's great because what we want to do is not just do interviews like this, but do sound bites. So get artists to send us little sound bites. We're going to create something where they can just drop us a little audio message, and in a few weeks, you could come on, drop us a message saying we've released our new track. This is what it sounds like, whatever, and we're going to play it on this show. And that's what it's all about. That's what this thing's all about.
Brilliant. That's great. Yeah.
Excellent. So we're looking forward to your EP being released. What is this track? So we're going to play this track now. We're going to let you get on with your day. So let's bring it up. Is it about anything, or what's the theme behind the track?
Well, bring it up it's really, you probably wouldn't think of it, when you listen to it, but it's really about that feeling, you know what I mean, when you kind of first meet somebody and you're kind of falling a little bit, and you just want that to be sort of reciprocated, and you're praying or whatever that it's going to be reciprocated, but you're in that little zone, aren't you? You know what I mean, of uncertainty. So that's more or less it. Yeah,
I'm liking that, man. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. And
likewise.
We wish you all the success, especially at your up and coming tour, Dublin, Edinburgh, and Aberdeen.
Let us know how it goes, will you? Yeah.
I'll let you know. Where are they? They're supposed to be here.
You never know.
Right, and as if by magic, this is the amazing Baines from Ireland and their track, Bring It Up. Thanks a lot, man. Speak to you soon. Take care, brother. Excellent. How was that, people? Our very first Dougie Stone Mini.